love. Let's talk about it. Alright, so we asked you on Instagram if you guys wanted to know more about our relationship, and 93% of you voted yes.
You guys asked a lot of juicy questions about love, relationships, and growing with a partner. So in today's episode, we're doing a Q&A to answer them.
Let's get into it.
Alright, first question
Wait. This does not feel right. We need to make this more creative.
It's a Q&A.
I have an idea. Hey! Introducing Who Wants to Be in a Happy Relationship. Meet the contestants, Rach and Stay, aka us. 6 years spent together and bonded by a love as pure as the freshest air in Beijing. They will have 60 seconds to answer your questions. If they are stuck, they can phone for help. They have 2 options. Call the Young Experts, aka our friends Max and Tati, an inspiring duo and founders of the Couple Summit, where they help growth-minded couples navigate love and life as a team. Or phone in the Old and Wise, aka my parents, whose love has aged like fine wine over the 40+ years they've shared together. Let's get started. Okay, so the first question was, how do you guys keep a spark since you're together 24/7? So the fact that now we're working together has added a completely new dimension into our relationship. It's super, super exciting to have a vision together and something that we're building as a team. But at the same time, it can be a little bit difficult for us to unplug from work mode and, have romance.
Yeah, it's something we're still working on, but we've started to do date nights once a week. It really depends on how we're feeling, but it usually consists of great food, deep conversations, lots of laughing, massages.
Massage? I massage her. Have I ever gotten a massage?
Yes!
Once. And it was the worst experience of my life. But one thing that really helped us keep the spark alive was understanding our love languages. So for me, that's words of affirmations and quality time together. And for Rage, it's all of them. High maintenance.
Number 1 is acts of service.
Yeah, so I try to, surprise her with little notes, give her massages, and the list goes on and on. But I think that's been key for us, really understanding what the other person likes and then putting in the work to try and please them.
Next question. What's your opinion on being very different from the person you were with? Could it have a negative impact?
I think this is a perfect one for the old and wise. We gotta send that over.
Phone a friend!
Mamma!
Amore, ma mangi abbastanza? Se vuoi c'ho il parmigiano che ti posso mandare. E anche le salsicce fresche.
Oh, sono le mie di salsicce.
In English.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to the question. Come on.
I would say it's great. If it's the right person, you're just complimentary and you can grow with that, right?
Yeah, I agree. When we were at the very beginning of our relationship, we were so different. I was here, she was there. And then almost by osmosis, eventually we got closer and closer. So I took a lot of your positive things and maybe you also took a little bit of mine.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, well, thank you to the old and wise. Moving on.
How do you manage your jealousy if you're both outgoing and kind, besides trust?
Okay, for me, I think jealousy arises when an insecurity is triggered and when I compare myself to someone else, whether it's, oh my God, this person is so much better looking than me, so much smarter, whatever it is. And so I think a huge part of managing jealousy really starts from within. 1, obviously trying not to compare yourselves to other people, but 2 is working on yourself and building up the confidence so that you feel like you're the best version of you and you're offering your partner the full package.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we also know that not everyone can be 100% confident all the time, which is why it's so important to establish the can't and the can't do's in your relationship.
You gotta draw the line.
Yeah, while we want each other to have the complete freedom to be us, we also don't want to hold a tight leash on each other.
Oh, please, no. Been there, done that. Not for me.
It's important to establish the big no-nos. So talking to other people is completely fine with us, but being extra flirty and touchy is a big no-no. You can look, but you can't touch.
How can I handle my partner when they are moody? Let me tell you, I have some experience with this. Okay, so I think it's really different from person to person, and it's super important to understand how your partner actually wants to be treated when they're moody. So for For her, it's more of she needs her space, she needs to cool down, and then she knows that she can come to me and communicate whatever it is that's on her mind, and I'm there just to listen and offer any advice if she asks and give her lots of love and God.
Yeah guys, it's really a two-way street. You want your partner to really understand how you want to be treated in that moment and for them to act on that. But at the same time, it's equally as important then for you to clearly communicate that to them. Also, it's key to distinguish that you're each responsible for your own happiness and health. You cannot rely on your other partner to fix all your problems, and you also can't blame them or be mad at them when they can't do that.
I just feed her chocolate, really, and I'm good. All right, the next one is how can I manage my depression and the strain it has on my partner? This is a big one.
Yeah, it's actually one that we've talked to Max and Tati a bit about, and I think they are the best qualified to answer this, so let's bring them in.
Let's tune in with the young experts.
Hello, Rach and Stay. Thanks for letting us be a part of this.
And if you're not going to accept your parents' Parmesan and sausage offer, I will happily take the Parmesan.
And on a serious note, depression and I have been very well acquainted since as long as I can remember. And it's been part of our relationship since day one.
It's our third partner.
Yeah, so the first piece of advice I would give is have crystal clear communication.
Like glacier ice.
Let your partner know when you're having a rough day or a rough month. It'll make things a lot easier in the long run.
It's cold, but it's clear.
The second piece of advice would be don't be ashamed to ask for outside help, because it's a lot for one person to deal with and it's a lot to bring into a relationship. So
because I ain't a professional.
yeah, so call your therapist.
If you're the partner standing in similar shoes as my own, make sure to take care of yourself. Think about when you're on an airplane and tell you to put your oxygen mask on first and then put on the oxygen mask of your partner. Treat yourself, take care of yourself, then help others.
Back to y'all.
All right, next one is how do you make a long distance relationship work? The floor is all yours.
So Stay and I were in a long distance relationship for about the first 3 years.
Yep, not easy at all, but
No.
we made it.
Some of the things that really helped us was firstly good communication.
Yeah, especially good communication when there was like arguments or tensions. We would try to squash the beef as soon as possible, especially after seeing that abruptly shutting the phone on my face was not solving any problems.
We learned from this, okay? So we came to an agreement that when it happened, we would talk through the disagreements, we would fix it on the spot, also give each other the freedom to speak our minds fully.
Secondly, one thing that was really big for both of us was to keep busy. You do not want to put your life on hold for the other person.
Yeah, I definitely made this mistake at the beginning and would find myself regularly upset that Stay wasn't available 24/7 to have calls. We were doing our own things separately, but then we would just keep each other updated throughout the day.
All right, next question is, how was your relationship at the very beginning versus how is it now? What has changed/improved? Okay, well, so much has changed. Obviously, at the beginning, there was the excitement of the honeymoon phase, of getting to know each other and the intense passion. And now it's as stale as an old piece of bread.
Seriously though, our love has matured a lot and we've become best friends.
Best friends for life.
Seriously, we've also grown so much as individuals over the last 6 years, and that's just really helped our love to get so much deeper.
If I think back to the beginning, one thing that for me was really different was that I felt like I was not learning as much from you as you were from me.
Oh, hell no!
This is gonna sound super douchey to say, but I want to keep it real with you guys. I felt like what Rach being around me made her a better person, but it wasn't as true the other way around.
Fun fact actually, Stay told me that he felt like he was dragging around a sack of potatoes at one point. What do you have to say about this?
That was definitely not one of my proudest moments, but I can comfortably say that it has 100% balanced out now, and I am inspired by you every single day. I learned so much from you, and I'm getting a bit emotional. And it's just amazing now that I have somebody by my side that truly makes me a better person, even better than I make you. I mean, okay.
You stumbled there, little bit. No, seriously though, at the beginning of our relationship, I was definitely unsure of myself and what I wanted. And for a while there, I was definitely leeching onto his ideas and dreams. But that's another thing that has changed a lot in our relationship. I feel like now I truly know what I want, and we spend so much more time trying to make sure that we're happy as individuals, not only as a unit. I think it's also worth noting that there was a period there where we both had to get used to me actually putting my foot down and saying, actually, no, I don't want to go in that direction. I think we should go in this direction. And him being like, wait, what?
But honestly, that has made our relationship so much better because now we actually respect each other for who we are, and we're actively trying to create an environment that maximizes our happiness and our individual potential.
Very true. All right.
What's the best way to handle arguments or disagreements? I think this is a good one for the young experts.
Yeah.
Shall we call a friend?
Let's call a friend.
Max and Tati, hope you guys are ready. This one's for you.
Hello again!
Hi.
That's a really great question. And so I'm gonna give it to you.
Well, research has proven that lack of respect is the #1 indicator of relationship failure and divorce. So, at a bare minimum, keep in mind that just trying to see eye to eye and having respect for another is the best direction you can go into any conflict.
And conflict isn't inherently bad. In fact, if you have a really good conflict, it can be healthy for the relationship.
# growth.
A really healthy conflict consists of both sides feeling heard
What?
and understood. Heard and understood. Remember, at the end of the day, there are no winners, because if someone wins, both of y'all lose.
Oof.
So back to y'all at the studio. Bye!
Great
Great,
answers.
absolutely great.
We'll stick.
Stick with that. All right, next question is, how do I know I have found the one? You wanna take this one away?
I don't feel like I'm very qualified to answer this, honestly. Like,
What do you mean? I'm
I
not
mean,
the one?
Ste is my first boyfriend, and I've definitely never felt like I found the one before him, so I've never been confused about this.
Should we pass it on?
Yeah, just pass it on. Call a friend.
I think this is best for the old and wise. Been together for 40... Ma, how long have you been together for? 41 years. Let's pass it on.
I have an announcement to make. I have very good news, guys, for you. There is not only one the one, there are many the ones.
And anyways, there's no one who's perfect, so you don't have to look for anybody else. Well, I think that when you find someone with whom you share the same values and with whom you feel comfortable with and with whom you feel you can always be yourself, I think that's the one.
Then you have to work a lot every day. The amount of time that you have invested to invest in the relationship is incredible. But I think the price then becomes amazing, because you buy the package in a way. So you know that you have to take the bad parts of your loved ones if you want to have the good parts.
I sense a disagreement.
No, I mean, I didn't like just the bad parts. You could say improvable, but anyway.
Improvable, okay. And there are people who are high maintenance.
I'm not.
No.
You are.
Okay, well, on that note, I think we're done here.
So, did we win the $1 million?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part, but yeah. Whoa, thank you so much! You want to be in a happy relationship.
Seriously though, we want to say a big thank you to everyone who submitted their questions, as well as Max and Tati and Ste's parents for participating.
Yeah, and we'll link Max and Tati's Instagram here so you can check them out. Honestly, their couple summit guide has been an amazing tool for us and our relationship, so we 100% recommend it.
We weren't able to answer all of your questions, unfortunately, but if you'd like to see us do more relationship videos like this, let us know in the comments.
With that said, we will see you next episode, and don't forget,
Dare to be happy!